Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Lilian from Kenya to Montana, USA. And thank you so much for people who have subscribed to my YouTube channel. I appreciate all your support. Thank you so much for coming back to view my content. And for the new people here, please go to YouTube, search for Lilian from Kenya to Montana, USA, and subscribe. And today we are going to talk about the things you need to carry, the most important things you need to carry when you are permanently relocating to America. So we're going to go through, I want to tell you my experience and tell you what is really important to carry and what not to. Because to me, I carried a lot of things that I've never used up to now. So let's go through. The first step is for you to find out what your airline, the weight or how many bags your airline allows. Most of the airlines allow 3 bags. That is 2 check-in and 1 carry-on. So if it's 2 check-in and 1 carry-on, okay, for this carry-on you get 1, and then you can have another bag like a backpack or your handbag or just something like that. So you can have 2 things inside the plane. Carry-on means you are getting with it into the plane. Your bag will be close to you. You can access anytime your bag. Check-in, the 2 other bags means they'll go to the luggage part of the plane, and then you might not be in contact with these 2 bags until when you reach here in America. So let's see what you need to carry. The first bag, this is very important bag, the carry-on, your first suitcase, the one you are getting in the plane, inside the plane with, that is the carry-on. There's a maximum weight you'll be told to be. So these bags, you have to weigh them before you go to the airport. So there is, according to your airline, there is the maximum weight that your bag, this carry-on, should weigh. You need to determine that early, otherwise you'll pay for extra weight that you don't need. So let's go straight to the point, what you need to have in that carry-on. The first and most important things are your documents. There are 2 types of documents here. We have the immigration documents for the main person, like not your dependents. Let's say you have a family. For those who are single, is different. For those who have a family, it's also different. For the main person coming, you'll have a big envelope with documents like this size. It weighed almost 5 kgs, so it's heavy and it's big. Your documents describing you, telling you, the government of Kenya handing you over to America. I'm just lying, but okay, it's a big document. It's around 5 kgs. So this document must be with you inside the plane, because you are going to hand over these documents to the immigration office at your point of entry in America. We have, okay, the point of entry means the place you will land, the first place you will land in America. You are going to hand over these documents to the immigration officers. So if you put in the luggage in the check-in, it means you are not going to hand over these documents, and I don't know what can happen anyway. But the most important thing, know that you need these documents to go with them in the check-in bag. Sorry, in the carry-on bag. You need documents to go with them in the carry-on bag, so that when you land in America, the first place you can land anywhere. So the first place you land, you hand over, because you might land here and then take another flight to somewhere else, and where you are landing you might not find your bags, the bags you put in the luggage there. You are going to find them the next destination. So it's very important, even if you miss any other thing, Don't miss your documents, your immigration documents. Don't put them inside the check-in bags. Okay. The second types of documents are your identification, like your certificates, your passports, your personal documents. You need to put them in this suitcase. And then we have, if you have kids, please don't forget your immunization cards. You will need these immunization cards during your enrollment, kids enrollment to school, so don't forget them. Pack them in your carry-on bag. Okay, in this, if you still have space, remember you have these suitcases as a carry-on, and you have something like a handbag or a backpack, ile tu bag kubwa ya mgongo, so you are allowed. So there are also other things you might put there, you might consider. I had written down some notes, so I'll be referring here too. It depends with the season you are traveling. Maybe it's during summer or during winter. Let's talk of winter because we don't experience this weather in our country, Kenya or Africa. Let's just say Africa. So you need to put there some heavy gloves. You can put there a jacket or just something to keep you warm. Some heavy socks to keep you warm. That is when if you are traveling during winter. And the other thing is your electronics, your laptop, your phones, your adapter, your cables. You need to go with them inside the plane. If you leave your computer or your laptop into the check-in bags, you know how they throw them. They just throw them anyhow when they are, so get with them inside. You know how to carry them safely. Get with them inside the plane. The other thing is your toiletries. Toiletries like your cologne, your toothbrushes, your toothpaste. Okay, talking of toothpaste, don't put anything above 200 ml inside the plane. Inside the plane, yes. Don't put in these two bags we are talking about. We are talking of carry-ons. This is the suitcase, the small suitcase, and something like your backpack or your handbag. Don't put anything above 200 ml inside there. They will be tossed away. You will lose that one. They throw them away at the check-in when they are checking you in. Another thing is very important, some emergency medications, something like paracetamol. You don't know when you might have headache or something, or pain of somewhere. Something like Imodium for your, maybe you might start you might start having diarrhea. You know, the food you eat in those planes, you don't know how they are prepared. So you might develop diarrhea. And if you have Imodium, you will have a safe journey, safe travel, safe skies or whatever. So remember, emergency medication, put them inside the plane, inside the carry-on bags. Another thing is if you love chewing, if you can chew, you can carry some chewing gums, because maybe you are one person who reacts to high pressure, especially when the flight is landing or taking over. You might start chewing to stabilize the pressures inside you. Okay, yes. Let's go to the other two bags. The other two bags that you are going to check in. Please go check on the weight. You need to check what your flight, the weight that your flight has put on that receipt, or online you can just Google and find. And then another thing you need to check, that is the weight. And then I think you check the weight, and then let's go into what you need to carry inside there. So what I would advise you is just from my own experience. Please don't carry a lot of clothing. Don't carry too much clothing. Usibebe manguo mingi. We have so many clothes here. There are so many clothes here in America, and they are very cheap. They are affordable. So don't bother doing a lot of shopping for clothes back in your country. Just come with a few clothes, and you'll be able to buy. If you go to Goodwill, you get a very nice new, like just a new clothing with $3, $4. So don't carry a lot of. That is the mistake I did. I went shopping, I bought gloves. I knew I was coming to Montana and it's cold. I bought gloves, I bought jackets, other clothes, so many. Until now, I've never used all the clothes I came with from Kenya. Especially for the kids, they never got to use them. So those many suitcases I came with, some of those clothes we've never used. I bought even the scarves, gloves, a lot of very useless things. Because this is why, because when you come here, the kind of cold you experience here is not the kind of cold you are thinking while buying the clothes back at home. Here it's real cold, and there's a way they make their clothes, their jackets, so they maintain the your body heat. So I would advise you not to just buy like 2 or 3 and then come here. You'll go shopping and buy some more clothing. Okay, the thing you need to carry maybe is some of your special clothing, like you need an official trouser suit, or not really suit, whatever is official for you, either trouser or dress or skirt. Yeah, a pair of official shoes. You can get a pair of sneakers. You can get a pair of Crocs. Yeah, Crocs. I mean Crocs. Yeah, and then you also need something like an African attire. You know, we do vitenges, so you can get a pair or 2. You can get a pair of Masai shuka. Yeah, just something to identify you, something that when you stay with it, you put on, you feel like an African. At times you are called to meetings and they tell you put on your not how do I put it, your attire, your traditional attire. So like an African, you go with an African attire, and let's say you didn't carry any. Yeah, so make sure you come with an African attire to identify you. Some people have their beads. Yeah, very important. If you really love yourself, you love where you come from, you know, we love Africa, so you need something to identify you, especially in meetings regarding their traditions. Another thing is anything like you saw I carried that thing, or where I crushed my garlic. Yeah, you can carry something that is so precious to you. You put in those check-in bags. And then let's go to the food. Don't carry rice. There's a lot of rice here. Unga chapati, we have a lot here. You can carry things like Royco cubes. I think Royco cubes you can manage to get in with, but those things to do with chicken, something what is not allowed. Meat is not allowed here, so don't carry like dried meat or whatever. No. Fish is allowed. Yeah, fish you can get in with, and you can carry some cereals, but I don't know why. Even if you carry, it won't last you long, but it's good just to carry to show you've come from Africa, Kenya. And then tea leaves. Those who love tea, you can carry as much tea leaves as you want. I'm still taking my tea. I take it every morning, so can carry your tea leaves. And yeah, what else do you need? Let me confirm with my notes. Yes, Very important. If you have any chronic illness, you need to tell your doctor to write for you at least a note and a prescription. If you have medications, I can advise you to carry medications like for 6 months. You get 6-month medication and then come with a prescription and a doctor's note like this, you are this, so that you don't get any issues with the immigration officers. So make sure if you have any chronic illness, carry your medications along. Okay, I was almost forgetting about that. Things like I would advise you also to come with those who place their hair, come with braids, come with wigs, come with oil. By the time you get to understand where to get oil, at least whatever you carried will have sorted you for some few days. So carry your hair oil, your body oil, your creams, such things. Put them in the check-in, because you can't put anything more than 200 mils in the carry-on. So those are the things you put in these 2 bags. Another thing is no, you don't need to carry baby things like hair, the baby things that we put in the hair. No, you don't need those ones. There are so many here in Walmart and other areas. So yeah, I was forgetting about this. If you are a nurse, you need to come with scrubs, a pair or 2 or 3 of scrubs according to your pocket, at least 2 or more pairs of scrubs. And even if you are not a nurse, listen to me, even if you are not a nurse, try to come with some pairs of scrubs, because all of us start with healthcare jobs. Most of the Africans, we start with healthcare, working in the hospitals, working in the living homes, working in the SNFs. So try to get a pair or 2 of your scrubs. Yeah. And then, yeah, I think those are basically what you need to. What I just wanted to put across is don't carry a lot of clothes. You'll just be frustrated with how many bags you've carried. You've come with so many suitcases, like 3. Like myself, I came with 3, and then my family came back with 4. You see, they are even occupying the space. And those clothes in those suitcases, we've never used them. It's very useless, but we didn't know this. Now you know from my experience, don't carry those clothes. You don't need them. You will come here and you change clothes as per the season. If it's winter or if it's summer, so you are always buying some clothes. And if you have kids, when they come here, they change. Their sizes change. They become big. So the clothes you bought from Kenya or you carried from Kenya, they're not going to fit them. So you'll have to go and buy. So don't carry so many clothes. Another thing I was forgetting, your suitcases. Don't invest in very expensive suitcases, because you're not going to use them anymore until the day maybe you'll be moving from the house you are to another one. But so far, these suitcases, there's nowhere you are going to use them. And don't buy the poor quality, because when they are throwing them at the airport, you know how they move them from this place to another one. They just throw them. It might tear off and you might lose your things. So just buy like medium, not expensive, not too cheap. What I mean not expensive, not too cheap, it means not too high quality, not low quality, just medium. Okay, so thank you so much for staying here with me, and just ask any question at the comment section. I'll be there to answer it, or any suggestions on what you want to hear the next time. So at this juncture, I'll say bye bye, see you next time.